going through your mind in the 7th inning when Soto hits that ball?
Not good. Not good. And just what a play. I mean, that's, considering the context of, this week and everything, that's probably our play of the year so far. And to have the wherewithal and the quality of the throw to double him off, just a great play by Belly.
Aaron, how difficult is that to do, coming in like that, stay on your feet and fire one off like that to first?
Yeah, just, you got to have your presence of mind while you're making a very difficult play. And that's one of those, it's like that in-betweener. Do you leave your feet? Your best way is to go try and shoestring catch it there. He's able to get underneath it, but just, that Cody Bellinger presence of mind thing that he has. We've seen it all year with him defensively. Just a really, really special play.
Brendan.
You mentioned seeing it all year with him defensively. How impressed have you been, though, with him defensively all year? He'll play left field one day, center field one day, then right field the next, now first yesterday.
Yeah, he's the one guy I don't worry about, telling him where he's playing. That's the first conversation we had this winter was, he said to me, don't worry about where you play me every day. If I haven't played there in a while, I love it. I don't care. And that's what he portrays. That's what he shows. Everywhere he goes, he's good. I mean, I threw him at first base yesterday. He makes 2 really good plays over there. Look like he's just been there all year. So it's a special skill and trait that he brings to the table, as a player.
Tyler and Dave.
You mentioned the context of this week, right? A lot of stuff is going on for you. So in the context of this week, how important was it to get a win and to go into the off day with a win? And also, how much harder does what's happened this last week make it for you going forward?
Well, it's definitely made it harder, but I'm totally confident we'll get to where we need to be by the end. We just gotta, we gotta obviously start playing better and more consistently in all phases. Walking down here, the both 6-game losing streaks that we had, very different. One was we weren't scoring. This one, we're having trouble preventing runs from scoring. But all the games, I don't know how many games came down to the kind of the wire, but it kind of felt like all of them. That's the frustrating part, is you have chances to win games, and we kind of haven't been able to push through on some of these. So it's a real gritty win. We're going through it right now. And for the guys to just, a lot of good things happen today. Withstand some punches back and them coming back a little bit, being able to hang on, is important in developing the character of your team. You got to go through these things, and you got to meet the moment sometimes, and always, we kind of eyeing the off day, to stop the bleeding a little bit, get a W into the off days, always better for the soul.
That's a good way to put it. Other question for you. How much do you ever look at run differential? Because you guys are really good in that, even though the run.
Not really, but I'm aware of it sometimes. I know ours is good. I don't know. It's probably a good indicator over time or over years, but there's always outliers, and there's always things going on in the season, or maybe something you're not doing well to finish off games, whatever it may be. I mean, it doesn't matter to me because we got to go win.
Andy and Dave.
Not that it ended up having a big consequence in the game, but I was wondering what you saw in the ball that was over Grisham's head, where he broke in or froze or something.
Yeah, I think just hit a little harder than probably Grish thought, and Grish still probably dealing with the leg a little bit. You saw him getting down the line today. So he's kind of grinding through that a little bit still. So probably not his normal explosiveness going off, but probably just carried a little more than he thought, I think.
Dave and Joel.
Fried said it was a lot of work today with that lineup getting through. Really, in that 5th inning, though, was the game maybe with Soto coming up, them rallying. What did you think of the way he handled Soto in that?
Yeah, it was huge. Because again, it was a grind for him, and they made him work. They put some guys on, but he made some pitches when he needed to, especially in big spots in the lineup. So, that's who he is. Even when he's not necessarily at his best, he's still very difficult to square up consistently.
Joel.
Aaron, this is a game you're winning 5-0 with your ace.
Yeah.
And as it's beginning to slip, is it hard, do you think, for you and your team to not get into here we go again when you're in this kind of situation?
Well, I mean, that's why a day like today is important to get through it, shake hands, win, hang on. A handful of guys do some really good things in that game, whether it be defensively, whether it be out of the bullpen. Those meet the moment kind of things that happen throughout the course of a year. You're going to be tested. Whatever rubber's going to hit the road a lot. You're going to face moments of adversity and where you got to kind of. And I think it's all good prep and training for hopefully when we're playing even more important games later in the year and beyond, hopefully.